السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. يا رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الكريم. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. اللهم نور قلوبنا بمعرفتك واشرح صدورنا بنور كتابك وسنة نبيك واحفظنا عن زلل وخطئ في بيان مرادك. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So we begin with Kitab Karahiyah, in which the author discusses those which are halal and haram. We made about different chapters. The first one is with regards to eating and drinking, and he mentioned a few animals and the liquids that they secrete, such as urine and milk. Now we're going on to utensils and what we eat and drink out of. So قال Imam Qudwa Rahman says, ونفعنا الله بعلومه وعلوم مشايخنا وبكم آمين. ولا يجوز الأكل والشرب والدهان والتطيب بآنية الذهب والفضة للرجال والنساء. And it is not permissible to eat and drink والدهان and to store oil, والتطيب and to store perfume in utensils of gold and silver for both males and females. Why does he mention males and females? We'll come later. Because women are given a concession with regards to gold jewelry. The females in the Al-Hanafi madhab, they are allowed to wear gold jewelry. But that's all. They can't use gold utensils. So in utensils, the ruling of male and female is the same. يقول عليه الصلاة والسلام في الذي يشرب في إناء الذهب والفضة إنما يجرجر في بطنه نار جهنم. Because of the statement of the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, regarding that which person drinks out of a utensil of gold and silver, he is merely taken into his stomach a fire of Jannah. Right? So that we did this partly last week. وأتي أبو هريرة, I mentioned it actually حذيفة رضي الله عنه بشراب في إناء فضة لم يقبله, we didn't accept it. فقال نهانا عن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم, the Nabi صلى الله عليه وسلم prevented us from this. وإذا ثبت هذا, okay, so now once this is established, it is not possible في الشرب with regards to drinking. فكذا في الإديان ونحوه, so the same ruling will apply with regards to storing oil, etc. as well. In other words, the illa is not drinking and eating. So the illa is isti'mal, usage. So usage of gold and silver in any way, understand, to store things or to contain things, not be allowed. لأنه في معناه, why? Because they share the same illa, they share the same meaning, they share the same rationale, استعمال. ولأنه تشبه بزي المشركين, تشبه بزي المشركين, وتنعم بتنعم مترفين. And also because you are resembling the ways of the mushrikins. They actually means clothing, but they don't mean the ways or the habits of the polytheists. And the luxuriousness or the luxury of those who are steeped in luxury, like those are very wealthy, and they're wasteful. While musrifin, wasteful. Those are wasteful. Otherwise, this is not the shan. This is not the way of a believer. A believer was on his way to akhirah. We don't steep to such extravagance. We don't use such things to show status or to try and claim some kind of standing in society. That's not our way. وقال في الجامع الصغير يكره مراد وتحريم. In Jami الصغير, the word يكره is used. ومراد, whatever its intent is impermissibility. This again is an example of where karaha is used in the meaning of tahrim. And we discussed last week, the difference between hurma and karaha is the strength of the dalil. ويستوي فيه رجال والنساء لأم النهي. And males and females are equal in this ruling because of the generality of the prohibition. The Bishop didn't specify, like it is usually, that it's only halal for males, but rather a blanket ruling, so therefore it will include both genders. وكذلك الأكل بالملعقة الذهب والفضة والافتحال بميل الذهب. And now just giving a few more examples, and like that, meaning the same ruling will apply to eating with a gold spoon or a silver spoon. والاكتحال بميل الذهب. Meal is الاكتحال is the surma bottle, the bottle that contains the surma, and the meal is a stick that they normally use to apply the surma. Okay, so to apply surma iktihal with a gold or silver stick applicator will also not be permissible. وفضة وكذلك ما أشبه ذلك, and like that whatever resembles these kind of utensils كالمكحلة والمرآة. Makhala again, no cool. That all the stuff that you put into your eyes, right? What they call it, kajal,
Raja.
right? Maaf, kaji.
No, I was saying
والمرآة,
Kajal.
مرآة وغيرها, a mirror. Mirror meaning the what you call, the thing that contains the mirror. You know, like they used to use those. They used to have those handheld mirrors. Understand? So if that frame around the mirror is gold or silver, there's also no people muscle. وغيرهما, etc. لما ذكرنا for the reason which you just mentioned now, that they all share the same meaning, same إلا, which is استعمال. قال لا بأس بالاستعمال آنية الرصاص والزجاج والبلور والعتيق. And there's no problem with using utensils of rasas, what you call this, copper, والزجاج, or either be glass or can be glass or crystal. والبلور, balur and akik is a type of precious stones. And balur and akik, these are two types of precious stones. If they made from these two types of precious stone, I wasn't able to get an exact translation. Just say a precious type of stone. Anyway, if the utensil is made from these precious stones, then that won't be a problem. In other words, the prohibition is only on the gold and silver, not in anything else, not any other metal. وقال الشافعي رحمه الله يكره أو يكره لأنه في معنى الذهب والفضة. However, Imam Shafi often says, no, that is also makruh, reprehensible. Why? Because it has the same meaning as gold and silver. Again, the same ilah as gold and silver. في التفاخر به, in that a person takes pride in having those things. He is proud, becomes proudful and boastful, and he has those things, which is a quality of those who are wealthy. قلنا ليس كذلك. We say that's not so. لأنه ما كان من عادتهم التفاخر بغير الذهب والفضة, because it was not of their habit in the mushrikun and so forth, the kuffar. It was not part of their habit to be proud of anything else besides gold and silver. Gold and silver was sort of like the standard. If you had gold and silver in whichever form, that is what they used to take pride in and boast about. Other precious metals, they used to take pride and stuff in those things. Obviously, some of those things might have been expensive, but not on the same level as gold and silver. Do you understand it?
Okay.
قال ويجوز الشرب في الإناء المفضل عند أبي حنيفة رحمه الله والركوع في السرج المفضل والجلوس على الكرسي المفضل السرير المفضل إذا كان يتكي موضع الفضاء. And Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah said it is permissible to drink from a utensil which is inal mufaddal, which is inlaid with gold. So the whole thing is gold. So it just has an inlay, maybe a ring, a small ring of gold and silver, or a little piece of gold and silver in it. But that is something is not gold and silver. So anything which is inlaid with gold and silver, or has a trimming, gold and silver trimming and so forth, that will be permissible when the Mahanifa rahmatullah. وركوع في السرج المفضل, and similarly if a person sits on a saddle which is inlaid with gold or silver or has a gold or silver trimming, والجلوس على الكرسي المفضل, and it is permissible to sit on a chair which has gold, silver trimming or inlaid with gold and silver, والسرير المفضل, and similarly with a bedstead. إذا كان يتكي موضع الفضة, if the person is able to avoid the area that contains the silver. Okay, ومعناه يتكي موضع الفم. What this means is that he is able to protect himself from drinking directly from that pot, موضع الفم, in the place of the mouth. In the case of a drinking utensil, he avoids that pot which contains the gold silver in the two people مثلا. وكيل هذا وموضع اليد في الأخذ وفي السرير والسرج موضع الجلوس. And there's another opinion that says this here, that you abstain from the place of the mouth, meaning the drinking place, and also the place of the hand, meaning where you grab the glass or you grab the beer, whatever, and it mustn't come onto your hand. You mustn't be gripping it on that pot. And in a bedstead and suruj and in a saddle, mawdi or julus, it mustn't be on the place that you are sitting. Understood it? وقال أبو يوسف يكره ذلك وقول محمد ما يروى مع أبي حنيفة ويروى مع أبي يوسف. Imam Yusuf says it is makruh. Makruh tahrim, not haram. And Imam Muhammad there's two narrations that he concurs with either Abu Hanifa or he agrees with Imam Abu Yusuf rahmatullahi. Okay, we'll have to stop there inshallah and carry on tomorrow. There's quite an interesting incident mentioned in the commentaries that they were discussing this masala and everybody was saying it's haram because they were making chaos upon something which is full gold and silver. Imam Hanifa was sitting quietly. They asked him eventually, like, what is your opinion? He's sitting very quietly. He says, tell me, what is your opinion? If a person is wearing a gold ring and he puts some water into his palm, can he drink that water or not? So this is how Imam Hanifa used to think. Okay? Obviously, that water is in his palm and he's got the gold ring. It might or might not touch the ring, the water itself. So if that is permissible, then why shouldn't this be permissible? They say that you are drinking out of a utensil that is not gold silver, it's just inlaid with gold silver, and you are able to avoid touching or drinking from the gold silver. So these are the type of mind that are required, mashallah. Any question? Anything you didn't understand?
So the reason is not the gold itself, it's the usage of the gold in those manners.
Yeah, using gold or silver.
Sure.
There's nothing wrong with gold itself. You can sell and buy whatever and make jewelry. You can become a jeweler or whatever. So you can trade it. Yeah, but using it for personal use, that is where the ulama comes.
Sure.
Sure. سبحان الله وبحمده سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.